Hello everyone, this is 3D Quads. Now, in today's video, we stopped last time into this shape of the armature, okay, or of the control rig, and we noticed that the bones and the roots are the only collections or are the only controls that allows me to hide certain bones or make them visible in my control rig. So hiding the bones will hide everything except the roots, and enabling it will enable everything. But we said that we need to group our bones in a different way that allows me to have more control on what bones to show, what bones to hide, and this is what we will continue doing this in this video. So let's see how can we do that. Now this will not be done on the control rig. We should always go back to the meta rig that we have worked on. Let me hide this and go to object mode first, and then hide this, and then enable the armature, which is the meta rig, and from here we will do whatever we want. Now initially the Blender has in the bone collections the ability, or it gives you the ability to create more groups or more collections and assign bones to them. And after that we will see how can we tell the Rigify each bone should goes in which collection, and how to align the control buttons the way that we want. So let's start doing the collections that we need. And I believe having all the bones under the bones collection is not what we want. So let's start creating different bone collections. Add, and I will add one for the head and the thigh, for example. And then I need another one for the left arm, then left leg, then we will have one for left fingers, and one, and we'll do the right side as well. So we'll have right arm and right leg and right fingers. Okay, now again we still miss the ability to show or hide only the FK or the IK part of the legs and arms. So how can we do that? Again, just create a new collection for, let's say, left or FK left arm and FK right arm, again FK left leg and FK right leg. Okay, the final thing or the final component of our control rig are the tweak bones, the bones that we use them to tweak certain poses. So I will put them all together in one collection called tweak. Okay, now these bones are still empty. It means it doesn't have any bone assigned to them. So let's do that. So I will take all these bones. So let me go to the edit mode and select this and this, the thigh and the head bone, and put them all in the head bone and assign. Now they are still assigned to the bones collection as well. So I can simply remove them from the bones collection. So we assign them to the head and we remove them from the bones. Let's take the left arm. Left arm is this and this and this. Okay, and I will assign them to left arm and remove them from the bones. Now for the fingers, what do we have else now? The fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the bones of the fingers. So it's a left fingers. So assign them and remove them from the bones. And you keep doing that for the leg. So for the leg, we take all these bones here, except the head, and we put them into the left leg, not the FK left leg, only the left leg. Assign and remove them from the bones. And let's move on to the right hand side here. Take this to the right leg. Okay, give on the right leg and assign and remove it from the bones. We see that we have something here in the left hand or in the left fingers. So let me just double check. I think that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These are only the fingers. Okay, fine. So let's continue. Taking the left hand with this, the right hand, sorry. Right arm, right arm, right arm. Okay, assign and remove them from the bones. Taking the fingers, assign them to the right fingers, and remove them from the bones. And I believe that everything is in its place. This is left arm, this is right arm, this is left leg, this is right leg. Okay, these are in the left fingers, these are in the right fingers. That's correct. I'm watching here the dot okay? And the rest are on the body. What about the FK controls and the tweak controls? How can we assign them without having them in our meta rig? Now, here's let's say the idea. We go now from edit mode to pose mode. In the pose mode, for example, when we added the arm sample, if we go to the bone settings here, just put these things away so we can see down here the Rigify type. The first bone of any sample, it has the type, and it gives you more options to control this bone down here. Because if I go now here, it has nothing. So this bone type, it has the Rigify type, and it controls the rest of the chain till the hand. So from here we can put the settings of this hand or of this arm. So down here it asks me assign FK collection. So when you generate the rig, where do you want the FK collections or the FK bones to go? To which collection it should go? So from here, if you press plus, you will see the list of collections that we created earlier. So I would tell Blender or Rigify, put the FK left arm, okay, put the FK controls of the arm in the FK left arm collection. And the tweak, put them all under the tweak bone collection. So the same thing we will do for the leg, and we go down here. This is the first bone in the chain, so we can add here and we put it into the left FK left leg, and the tweak, we will select the tweak group or the tweak collection. Now here we'll put it the same way but to the right. So here we have FK right leg, FK right leg, and I will keep the tweak as it is. Same thing to this arm, and we will add them here into the right FK arm, FK right arm, and this one goes to the tweak. Okay, and here we still have this tail on that tells me where to put the tweak, so we can assign the tweak. You see there's no FKIK for this, it's just how the Rigify deals with it, so we'll put only the tweak. And for the main head bone, it's just a single bone, so it doesn't have things, but you can still control the widget, which is the circle that controls the head. If you want to change the circle type, just click here and select, for example, cube, and that will be maybe more appropriate for you because the face is cube, and the control, it's good to have it as a cube as well. But if you change this here, make sure to go back to the rig itself, and before you generate the rig, I believe there's one option to override. Yes, under the advanced here, override widget meshes. So click on it to have this change enabled. Okay, now if we generate, let's try to generate now. Regenerate, and let's see what we will have. Okay, yeah, this is what we will have. Now, despite all the changes that we did, and we assigned the bones to different collections and so on, still we can't see our bones and we can't see our controls. And now it's getting worse because the bones are already disappeared. But that's okay. I know that this will happen. Let's fix it together, and let's see how can we fix it together. So going back to our armature, okay, we have added everything into the bones collection here, but we did not tell Rigify yet what are the control buttons that we want Rigify to display for us. So to do that, we will go down in the rig side here, go down to the Rigify. Let me just collapse this and go back to the Rigify here, and in the bone collection UI, yes, we still have all our collections here, but we don't have anything in the UI layout. So we have the bones, and right now the bones collection is empty because we don't have anything inside it. This is why it didn't appear here. So let's delete this, let's remove this, and down here Rigify is telling me that these collections are not in your UI layout, which are the same as here. So all what we need to do is let's take the head and push it to the first line, and along with that, let me go to the second line and put the left arm. Okay, and with the left arm we have the left FK arm. So I will push it to the same line. So we have two buttons on the same line. Okay, along with the left arm and left FK arm, we have the left fingers. So I can click on the left fingers and push them here as well. Down, we can put the legs. So let's take, sorry, this is the left arm. Let's take the right arm and all of its, let's say, components. Left arm FK, and let's take the left fingers, sorry, right fingers. Okay, the same we will do for the legs now. Let's take the right leg and push it to one line, and FK right leg and put it beside it, and then we'll have the left leg by itself and the FK left leg by itself, and then we will have the tweak bones. Down here I want to put them before the root, so I will add a new line and we'll put the tweak by themselves down before the root. And this bone collection, we don't need it actually. So by this we can regenerate the rig and see what Rigify will give me. So this is it. If I enable the head now, hide my meta rig, enable the head, and the bones related to the head will appear, and enable the left arm and the IK control will appear. If you enable the left FK, then the FK bones will appear, and so on. This is how you would like to do it. Finally, what I want to tell you about is that if we go back here and between, for example, between the head and arms controls, I need a separator. I just add an empty line. And between the hands and all their components and the legs, I need a separator. And down here before the tweaks, I can add a separator. This will give me much more better view of the controls. As you can see here, we have separators between them. So that's how can we do it. And by that, we have our control rig fully ready. And next step is to tell you how to define the weight paint for the rig, and sorry, how to link the mesh, actually the mesh with the rig. And you will need to do that either through automatic weight painting, or you can manually do the weight painting. But that's something that I will take out of it as this tutorial. I will not go to the weight painting techniques and how to do the weight painting, but all what I need to tell you is that you will link this mesh, or the mesh of the character, to the deformation bones of the control rig. Now we can just have another video to explain that, but that's it for generating your control rig. If you go now to pose mode, all your rigs are all your rig controls are there, and you can disable the tweak or enable them, root, head, and so on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.